Hi, we're live. Good evening, everyone who's watching this, or in future me. Tonight we're going to be doing a small roleplay session to test out our good friend RD. We're going to be testing him out on a game which is near and dear to me, and more so than Pathfinder and Dungeons and Dragons. We're going to be playing Mage the Ascension. Now, if you're not familiar with Mage the Ascension is a game made by White Wolf, which recently just not too long ago. They had a rehashing, which is Mage 20, and I am just barely been GMing this game, but I very much like it. It has a lot of more personal, more mental thinking rather than how Pathfinder or D&D's system is. Now, right now, my friend is going to be playing a character named John, who is recently awoken, or should I say half awakened almost. He has magical talents and is quite aware of the technocracy making their way through the world as right now, and is trying to find a safe mentor or just someone who he can rally behind. And in this search, it has taken him to Paris because he knows that not too long ago, a couple of months prior, a group of individuals had won a very, very stringent cup. Not only that, they won the title of arcane masters per se. An event that just pretty much took a lot out of them, and they won it with blood, sweat, and tears. And he specifically has been looking for one man who is sort of an enigma to all of them, for no one really knows exactly what his powers are, but he feels as though this man might actually, in its own way, be the leader of this set group. And he finds himself on a rainy day in Paris, around 8:30 on a Sunday afternoon. No, sorry, not Sunday afternoon. Sunday night. And he finds himself in the front of a bakery. Now, in the front of this bakery, it's intertwined with other buildings. It's a small looking interior, but it's raining, and you can clearly see the inside of this bakery, because the doors are glass, and most of the things are glass except for the emblem, or should I say the sign of in French, which he has no idea what it means, and it has a picture of a wolf, and it's very strange, obviously, but he finds himself there, and he sees that inside is a young female cleaning the counters, and an older male mopping the floor, and it looks like they're about to close in no longer than 5 minutes. But he knows that if he doesn't go in now, this probably won't happen again. So without further ado, I'll start narrating and give the floor to Mr. John. Mr. John. It's raining.
Sorry.
All right. It is raining. You're standing there. Your jacket, which you're wearing, is soaking wet after many, many, many hours of walking and trying to find this location. You see cars go by, but every 3 seconds or so. But it's quite dark. But the light illuminating from the inside of the very white and sterile-looking bakery is shining upon your silhouette. There you behold these two people doing their jobs, and you know that you're hoping this is the location that your confidants have been giving you. And without further ado, go ahead. What do you do?
I should have brought a coat. I ain't wearing it. Oh, God damn it. Should do an umbrella. Might as well be the idiot. Sorry. This. Oh, God. Is this the place? Better be the place. Where's that paper? Uh, I guess I'll go in.
Okay. As you go in, an electronic chime rings. And the two people look at you, and the little girl speaks to you, "Sir, we're about to close. If you wish to acquire goods, you might need to come tomorrow."
Oh, okay. I guess I'll come tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Just kidding. Um, I'm looking for someone. Sorry.
"Excuse me?" she says.
Uh, about a guy. Yay high. Looks like a man.
Now, Mr. John, how exactly do you look like? How tall are you? What ethnicity are you? Give us a quick description of how you look like.
About 6 feet. Shortcut. Uh, hmm, the average Englishman skin tone.
That doesn't really help, but okay. So you're a white male,
Sure,
about
white.
6 foot tall. Okay. Okay. Come on, give us more description. You can do it.
Brown eyes, because that's very common. Um, decent, um, average build, for kind of, let's just say like a boy band fit
Boy
kind of
band
figure.
fits. So you're lankyish.
Not saying I'm that thin. Got a little bit of muscle.
Okay. I mean, I understand. All right. Okay. Now, you say the gentleman mopping the floors does not pay attention to you at all. But the little girl says, I, I don't know. I think you might be in the wrong place, sir.
Um, this map says it's right here. Did I get the wrong ingest? I just like look around and stuff. Um, crap. Uh, eh, can I just show you the map and see where I'm going? If I'm in the right place? Yeah.
You,
So I,
she
like,
looks at the map as
make
you
a
come over to the
scissor.
counter. She looks at the map and she says, "This is indeed the right place, but who are you looking for? This is only me and Mr. Antonio here."
Sorry, I forgot who I'm looking for.
You forgot who you're looking for. You're looking for Mr. Garen Pikes. That's who you're looking for.
Ah, yes. I am looking for
Now you know
Jaron
that
Pikes.
the guy mopping suddenly
Oh,
stops.
wait. Sorry, that's Garen. Yeah.
He suddenly stops and he looks at you uh, with a very strong stare and says, "There's no such person here. Be off with you."
Ooh. So you're saying I got a map to just look at this guy. So you're saying I got this map to find someone and took who knows how many hours of a flight to get here, and you're saying he's not here or doesn't exist.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Whoever gave you that map must think of you very, very lowly. Either way, there's no such person here.
I look at the girl and says, "Is he always this grumpy yet acting?"
She looks at you with a face of bewilderment, like, "Are you sure? Are you sure you want to be saying this?"
I don't know, just respond or just seems a little cranky. All right, but if you, I just turn back to the man. Um, I'm brand new at this, by the way, Tori. So,
Just that's what we're doing this.
um, Well, if well, this is a wasted trip for us or anything. Oh well. Well, I guess I'll try coming back tomorrow.
Why do you look for this man? Why exactly is it that you're looking for Garen?
Well, I hear you can help me with some things, like
Who is
out of the paranormal kind of thing. But
paranormal? What do you mean? I don't understand. You come here bearing a map looking for someone you don't even know exists, and yet you come asking me about paranormal activities.
maybe I shouldn't have told you that.
Maybe you should try to. Gosh, you're pathetic. He looks at you. He takes off his hat and puts his hand through his hair. And hey, welcome, by the way, Augusto. Thank you very much for watching our stream. I hope you're enjoying it.
That I am a shitty RPer right now.
And but yeah, yeah. Can you hear me very well? Sorry, don't want to cut off right now.
Squeaky.
But yeah. Anyways, he runs his head and he just, he looks at you and says, "Any other man would have you killed. You know where you stand. You're standing in my abode, and yet you come in here looking for someone with a name that doesn't exist. Why exactly are you here? And be blunt about it." He kind of signals to the girl, and the girl goes around the counter and uses blinds to close down the door and locks it, so that no light, nothing's coming in and out. So it's only you and these two people inside. You can feel that the air is tense.
I'm having my oh shit face right now.
You can feel a strong presence come from this guy. He looks like you can tell his eyes are coming like darkish brown, but the more you stare at him, like he's staring at you with intensity, with like the heaviest of intensity, like straight at you. You can tell his eyes are starting to shift and hue a bit. And he say you again, "Why are you here?"
Well, I have this little thing, this I'm like waving my hand around and stuff, where just I think of it and it just shows up.
No. Simply, I do not see what you speak of.
Well, I just look around and, I look at them and I just like see like any type of lighting and stuff.
See,
And like,
you see the lights start begin to pulse a bit.
yeah.
And yes, like the lights begin to flicker just a little bit. These are like translucently white light. This is, like I said, this is a sterile place. And it says, "You're not showing me anything. Why are you here? Why are you looking for Garen Pikes?" And you see his hand begins to starts to clench up a bit, and the girl starts. One
The
second.
old man needs to answer his phone.
I don't know. I just got a phone call. Hey, Augusto, can you hear us? Feel free to talk in the group chat, man.
Group chat?
Yeah.
On the Google?
No, it looks like Mr. Augusto, one of our watchers, is first watcher actually. Viewers. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. I just want to make sure people can hear it. All right. Trying to figure out if he's having a hard time getting in or he apologized. Oh, no problem. You're good. All right.
So we're left at why am I here?
Yeah, why are you here? I'm leaving this all up to you. Like you
All
can
right.
make this is
I
where the
seek.
challenge is.
The truth is, I seek guidance and hopefully some allies to help me with possible any situations I might have in near future.
You are pathetic.
Yikes. Harsh.
He looks at you. You're a 6 foot tall man, healthy. You seem to know your way around. You had only $300 in your bank account before you left off, and yet you come here asking for my guidance. You don't even know who I really am. You're just here on a hunch. And you can tell like his hand is clenching as he's walking a bit forward. He drops the mop head not the mop head, the mop handle on the ground. And he walks up to you. By the way, he's only like 5'10". So he's kind of shorter than you a bit. But like he is looking square in your eyes with each step, and you can feel as though like your heart's beginning to race uncontrollably. You don't know why. You start salivating. Some here, you see. He comes up to you almost like 2 feet away from you, from your face almost, and he says, "Look at me." And you can tell his eyes are like emberish red with like a yellow glow in the middle. Why are you here?
I must have really did get the wrong place. That's what I'm thinking in my head. Damn it, I can't think of anything off the bat these days.
Merry Christmas. This is a Christmas miracle.
Merry Christmas.
But no, he looks at you in your face, and you see he looks at you, and as he blinks, it almost seems like time has seemed to slow down like profusely. And he says to you once again in a much deeper voice, and the world around you is starting to go dark to the point where your head begins to hurt, like violently hurt, and you hear again. And almost like a whisper, like a hushed tone, like it's not even coming from him. You're just hearing it in your head. You hear, "Why are you here?"
Stupidity's sake, asking the narrator here, why am I here?
Why are you here, Artie?
Need a teacher to know how to use these magic abilities? Pretty much. I feel like I just got pushed in front of a bus story.
Okay. Usually in these situations, Artie, if the man is coming at you with this intense pulse, you would be like, "I don't know." Just admit it. You just don't know.
I really don't. Calm down, old man. I don't know.
All right. Let's see. Let me see if I can roll you something real quick to make sure we can see.
And then I start quivering towards him and telling my life story. I haven't stopped wetting his bed at the age of 7. I basically cheated on a woman once, and I stole a candy bar from a convenience store. Oh God!
You start sweating profusely. Your knees begin to buckle heavily. The weight of your body seems so much heavier than what you would actually imagine. You were not prepared for the situation at hand. The little girl seemed to start speaking in different languages, almost as she's speaking in tongues. Everything around you is beginning to swirl. Darkness is engulfing you. Sooner or later, you find yourself looking at the ceiling, only a bare light shining down upon you. Darkness begins to creep. And soon, your breath becomes hollow, sparse, cold.
I think I'm now thinking I need to just get the hell out of here.
You're unable to move.
Well, crap.
Hours pass by until you regain conscious. You're not where you last stood. You look upon. You seem to be laid down in the bed. There's a window, a dresser, a pair of clothes, which look like to be yours. As you look around, you start to realize that you're naked, or at least halfway. You seem to be in drawers in your skivvies per se.
Oh, okay, okay. For a
There,
second, I was
there's
going to start getting
there
comical there.
there was a light. There's a light with a fan. What do you do?
Well, at first, I'm going to look around my body to make sure I don't have any scars where my kidneys would be. Oh,
All
okay.
right.
They're still here. Okay. Um, Now I survey the room, thinking to myself, man, what the heck happened? That old man's crazy.
All right. As you know, per se, in your time of magical using, you know that you never came across something like that. No one. He didn't have to do anything. Nothing happened to you at all. Yet you're laying in the room. This could be a good situation or a bad situation. Now, peek the tonality of the scenario. You are in your underwear in a room, unbeknownst to where you were. The last thing you remember seeing was absolute darkness. Check the tonality. What do you do now? There's one door out, obviously, one large window, a dresser, the bed, which you are laying upon.
Well, first I should probably see if I can find my clothes.
Your clothes are on top of the dresser.
Oh, sweet. Then I'll get dressed then.
God damn it, RD. Jesus. You are not prepared for this game.
No,
You are not, but you're not prepared for the tonality. This is kind of dark game, bro. You gotta give me.
you
You gotta
freaking Sparta'd me, okay?
Man, I told you when you're playing Mage with me like this, man. I'm like the shit. Like I'm not in D&D mode. I'm gonna go 100% at you, like narration
Oh, this
style,
is
bro.
dark. All right, let me just go
Yeah.
get a razor. I cut myself now.
God damn it! Come on, RD. Come on, focus. I told you to focus. Come on. All right. So you get dressed.
All right, I'm dressed. Now, mm, now I want to look around the room for possibly anything I can use to possibly escape, even though I'm probably going to get screwed over because the guy's got like superpowers.
There's as you look inside the drawers, each individual one, there's nothing. They're empty. Looks like not even like it doesn't look like they haven't even been opened beforehand.
There's a dust bunny in this drawer. Gotta use the dust bunny.
Jesus Christ, RD. Come on, man. Stop with the jokes and just get through this.
Okay, okay. Well, since I can't find anything, I might as well suck it up and try exiting the door.
Okay. You exit the door, it's a hallway. Looks like there's a parallel door. It's like a regular everyday, almost like a two-story house, almost. Wooden floors, closed door in front of you. There's an aroma of baked goods around you as you open it, flush sugar.
Mm.
What are you going to proceed to do? It looks like if you
I
head
can
left,
use magic, right?
you can use magic, but I'm not allowing you to use magic just yet. Right now, we're testing how good you are at scenarios.
Oh,
You've never
All
seen
right.
me play, have you?
No.
Yeah, if you see
Okay,
me
I
play,
am going to try to creep towards the door and get the hell out of Dodge. I'm going to go stealthing, man.
All right. Let's assume that you do succeed in stealthing. All right, you managed to get out. It looks like if you head one way, you're heading into the bakery because you can clearly tell that the smell of baked goods is coming heavily from one direction. As you come down the stairs, it goes straight forward to the bakery, and you can make a left turn, and it looks like there's a door leading somewhere. No.
Before I head out, I am going to take one of the possible pastries laying out. There's a pastry laying there.
No, there is not. It's just in the location where the kitchen would normally be. You are terrible at this. You are terrible at this.
I'm new. I never did this before.
Come on,
All right.
man. Think about it like this. In a cool movie, in a really cool movie, what would a person do? Like, you're coming here
Uh,
looking for a specific person, yet when you get there, you're like, I don't know. Do I go talk to? Hey, how you doing? This guy is super dangerous. I'm just gonna talk to him like he's old buddy, old pal fan. No, come on. Think about it in the movie, man. Think about it like that. You're an actor. You can do
all
it.
right.
You want to learn stuff from this guy. Obviously, why would you try to escape? Obviously, if he
Well,
wanted to kill you, he would have killed you then, but he didn't.
before I leave, I stop and like going. I came all the way here. I'm gonna see if I can find that old guy again.
Okay.
He's obviously possibly the person I'm looking for, or someone better.
Okay. So
So I turn
you have two
around.
options: left or right. Left takes you out to the door, and right takes you to the kitchen.
To the kitchen.
All right. So you head to the kitchen area. It's another door, obviously taken there. You make a left turn, and there seems to be all around flour everywhere on the floor. As you see, the little girl is hand rolling some dough, kneading it, and she looks upon you, and she says, "Oh, you're awake now, huh? Had a bit of a scare there. How are you feeling?"
Uh, like I've been in just came in and out of purgatory, but I'm all right.
Well, it's good to hear. Most people never really. She stops there. Either way, the man you are looking for is he, obviously. He would have killed you there. But let's exchange some pleasantries. What is your name?
John.
John. John
I,
what? You're clearly American.
Ugh! You know what? Screw it. Hamlock.
All right. So, yeah, so what do you tell the girl?
My name is John Hamlock. How
Do
you
you
doing?
really say it like that? Do you really
No,
say it like that?
no, I
Okay.
don't speak
Oh,
like that.
come on, man. How do you say it?
His name's John Hamlock. Uh, what's your name? I guess.
She looks up at you, kind of dodges the question. Her eyes roll, and she says, "My name is Mei Lin."
Ooh.
She looks clearly Asian, but she speaks with a British accent. I see you have a bit of spiritual energy emanating from you. Is that why you're here?
Yeah. Just look at her, still wondering what the hell I'm doing.
She looks
Um,
around. She like chuckles. She said, "It looks like your energy is leaking out prematurely."
oh God, damn it, Tori, you're making me keep wanting to go into comedy. Ugh.
Come on, you can do this.
What do you mean
Just be
leaking?
serious. Hmm?
What do you mean leaking?
She says, "Well, it seems that spirits have latched onto you and you have no idea how to control them. I'm quite aware of these things.
Hmm.
I think, though you are wanting to train with Mr. Antonio, I don't really think he'll be the best suited candidate to teach you how to control it."
Uh, and who is Mr. Antonio? You said?
Are you really as daft as you look? It's obviously Mr. Garen. He just wishes to be called that. Have you never heard
Uh,
of an alias? Are you not aware of the things that could happen to you if you were to sell your real name out?
sorry, flower. Ugh.
Have you ever had a girlfriend or any such thing?
Well, I'd be lying if I
Oh
said yes.
no. I think we lost a viewer.
They probably think I'm annoying.
Probably. No joking.
Sorry. This is the first for me.
Yeah, no problem. I didn't even expect we were gonna get viewers. Either way, yeah. So, have you ever had a girlfriend?
No.
She like chuckles. And how old are you exactly?
25?
You're 25. And that makes you rough the same age as Garen. Yet you come seeking training from a guy who's only 25.
I thought he was a lot older.
Looks can be deceiving. He might be older. Either way, you should probably stay put for now and let him do his work.
I just look around, just left and right, kind of acting like a complete dumbass. You just stay right here. Just stand still.
Are you really as daft as you're letting me on to be? For if you're not, you're a master at playing stupid.
I'll just I think I'll just head back into the back room, if that's okay with you.
That is more than okay. But
Okay,
do stay
thank you.
put. All right, rest
Oh.
easy. Time goes by, about roughly 9 hours of solitude. As you sit there sleeping, cycles, your body hasn't really got acclimated from all the jet lag that you've been suffering through as you were traveling. But here's the kicker. Night begins to fall, and you begin to understand. You begin to unravel in your mind. And you start feeling that same gnawing presence that you felt when you first met Garen. He looks and you feel as you hear footsteps clicking up the stairs. And
Stand up in attention.
And you hear the door open. It's him. His hair is full of flour. His black clothing is perfect though. And he says he picks up a cigarette from his pocket and lights it. And he says to you, well, have you rested enough?
I just look at him and say, yeah, I think I'm pretty good. Yeah.
He takes a deep drag. So you want to train under me? Is that why you're here? Apparently.
Yes, that is the reason I'm here.
Now, I must apologize for my behavior much earlier, or should I say yesterday. I'm not the very trusting type, but since you sought me out and by some means were able to acquire a map to where I stay, you must have gone to great lengths to figure out who I was. Either way, Mia tells me you have a bit of spiritual energy. Now, if she were to tell me such things, I had to believe him. And to be quite honest, I could tell the moment you came in. But unlike her, I can't quite comprehend exactly what she sees. Only a small fracture of your aura, which emanates like perfume through the air. He takes another drag. See, spirits and things are not my sort of specialty. He like leans back. He's wearing a turtleneck as I have the picture on here. He leans back and says, exactly. Can you tell me a brief history of how you came to be? Ooh.
You're torturing me, aren't you? You're doing this on purpose.
No, this is literally how I treat all my players. Like, you better come up with something on the spot. Welcome. I'm not an easy GM, unfortunately.
Okay, I was roaming around the states. I basically tripped one day, bashed my head, and stayed in the hospital a few days. Then, after a few weeks coming out, I basically just had this eventually started notice this weird things following me.
I'm sorry, I must understand. You bashed your head and you gained magical powers. You
Uh,
somehow awoke
did I
to the
word that wrong?
realization. No, it just seems rather. He takes a pretty big drag from it. It seems rather. Never mind. Either way, as you know, without me trying to hide it anymore, I am Garen Pikes.
It was a nasty fall. I tripped.
Well, it is better than the way I have woken. At least I'll tell you that. Now, have you come across any of the technocracy? Any?
No, not really.
Not really. Yet, you wish to learn by me? I find this quite funny.
Frankly, I don't even remember how I got this map,
You don't
wherever that map.
even. He kind of his face turns from his like solemn like stare back to those fiery red eyes that he has before. What do you mean you do not know where you received that map?
It was just like one moment, and then boom, there it is.
What do you mean? It was just there. No one handed it to you. No one gave you exact coordinates to where I stay. Yet you somehow want to learn from. How exactly did you come through? How did you acquire such a thing? I would have any lesser man killed. You will be no different if you do not answer this question in one sentence. How did you get this map?
Our theories permitted.
What would you say? I didn't hear that.
Our theories permitted, Mister Garrett or Pikes, whatever you want to be called.
Just call me Garen.
Oh, sure, Garen. Okay, my theory is basically maybe in some moment I met someone who noticed I had some type of ability, and then I asked them how can I handle this, and they say here take this and find this Garen Pikes person, handed me the map, and then just to make it look like I'm completely idiotic, basically wiped my memories on how I got it. So when I came to from having my memories, when I have a map in my hand, I'm like going, I should see where this goes. Adventure.
You are a very daft human being to just believe that somebody to just simply wipe your memory. Shouldn't you feel a bit uneased by the simple fact?
There were some awkward moments, like how do I get this paper? What is this? Then you just have this gnawing thing in the back of your head saying, you should really check this out. I think it's these things following me.
I see. Maylin! He yells out. Maylin! Yells out again. No answer. He like knocks on the door, like hits the back of the wall where he's standing by, and three solid strikes. Doom! 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 And she immediately run. You hear the steps running up the steps. Yes, yes, yes. Maylin, I want you to read exactly his spiritual and sorry, where his spiritual resonance has been coming from. If someone is able to read it, knows exactly where I am. I'm a bit perturbed by the simple fact that he does not realize where he received his map, and he thinks somebody wiped his memory. Maybe perhaps one of the spirits which he carries upon him knows a little bit too much about me.
Well, come on, Garen. You have to admit it was an interesting theory.
Mm. A theory that could be possible, but a theory that I do not wish to have in my abode.
It,
And he crosses his arms as he holds a cigarette between his lips.
my apologies, then.
She says to you to, she points you to sit down back on the bed.
All right, then. I just sit on the phone, tape, bed and get a little comfy. Oh,
She said, "Just have your feet." She looks at you with like a chuckle. She extends her hand, both her hands towards you, with her palms facing up, and she says, "Your hands."
oh. I lift my hands to her and said, "Here you go."
Okay. Um, she grabs your hand and slides into your forearms, and she says, "Hold my arms."
Um, okay.
Okay. And she says, "Look into my eyes."
Right. What am I looking
Okay.
at?
Just quiet. Look deep into my eyes.
I'm looking.
Her like she begins to bite her lips a bit, and then with like you think there's some sensual things happening underneath your forearms, like her index finger, her middle fingers jab into between your I forgot the name of that bone, and start drawing blood. Like she's digging into it, and you cannot move, and you feel this excruciating pain because you want to jump up, but then as you try to like scream or something, no sound is coming out,
The
and you feel
hell?
your head going.
No.
uh, oh, ole. Okay. Okay, back to the game. um yeah. So you feel excruciating pain between your hand, and you start drawing blood, and your hand begins to spin a bit. You feel like you're about to throw up. Your eyes begin to go cross-eyed.
Oh, the cat's already ahead of that.
Everything about you seems like once again that salivating feeling that you had beforehand is starting to appear.
I think, oh, not again, and then pass out.
No, you do not pass
Okay.
out. Your hand hangs low. Your body's still and unmoving. She releases your hands, but you do not see this. Instead, what you see is a bloody field. Human bodies everywhere. There seem to be some of them. There seems to be a roaring fire around you. There's smoke all over. Human beings running for their very lives in a dark night, only illuminated by the fire which they run to, being mowed down by gunfire from a place you do not know where it comes from. Screams. A woman holds her child but is mowed down by gunfire. Her body split open by some unforgiving bullet shells. Blood is all over the ground as she dies next to you. You're horrified. Your heart begins to beat. You see from the fire comes something. You can tell it's human, or you hope it's human. You can tell it's something, but it's coming closer and closer as the silhouette begins to form. It's actually larger than you, and more of them begin to show up, metallic in sound, crushing the ground below them, crushing the bodies around you. You want to scream, but nothing happens. They're coming, lifeless, unwavering, unforgiving. These creatures move ever closer to you. You want to run, but your feet do not move in any way. You want to scream, but no one will hear it. The sky, the stars are bright, and it looks like someone has been painting the Milky Way just enough. And sooner or later, the creatures begin to come so close you can feel their breaths, whatever they are, machine, alien, or even worse. You had resigned yourself to death, and you awake back in the bed which you stood.
I think I want to throw up now.
All right, so we're gonna pause here.